This week's conversation was about John Locke and his idea that when we're born, we have no knowledge or ideas, and that our behavior is driven entirely by experience. He said that people are born like a blank white sheet without any knowledge. For instance, we have to see with our eyes that it looks like the sun revolves around the earth, or vice versa. Leslie mentioned how babies are entertained with the littlest things, but it's mostly because they're constantly taking in so much new information through their senses. Bridget mentioned how the ideas of primary and secondary qualities have been reversed in modern times. We tend to notice the secondary before the primary nowadays. My takeaway from that is that it actually makes a lot of sense because when I'm on campus and I notice a tree, I don't first notice that it is a tree, but the colors of the leaves on the tree, which is the secondary sense of it. Abby brought up how, as kids, the habits that we learn are through our parents, and that is up to our senses to learn things like walking, talking, and eating. And this makes a lot of sense to me because of the whole monkey see, monkey do aspect, mixed with how moldable our minds are at that age. You know, you see your parents watch a lot of TV, you're going to watch a lot of TV, and the senses part of that is, you know, you see your parents walking and talking, and you hear them talking, and you start to collect all these things and all this information in your mind, and then you try and replicate it yourself. And John Locke's approach to this theory is actually really interesting, and it makes a lot of sense for how we develop ideas and whatnot. And his influence on the importance of education is, I think, the really big takeaway of this, and how important it is to, you know, teach us because we don't know without having to learn it first.